10 or 15 years, a film is produced that is so overwhelming, so forceful in its impact, that it becomes deeply embedded in the mind.
Persons under 18 will not be admitted.
We appreciate your choosing our theater. And to make this experience more enjoyable for everyone, we hope you'll refrain from talking during the show. Enjoy the movie. Thank you.
Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. We have very active lifestyles. It's not all wandering the countryside aimlessly or scaring passing motorists. And we all love a good cup of joe. And there's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds coffee is my guilty pleasure. Bold, robust, delicious. It's coffee that can wake the dead. With over a dozen different roasts and flavors, Deadly Grounds can satisfy the most finicky of coffee addicts. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds coffee. Coffee to die for and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly. Use the front door! Oh, they're so disgusting.
Hey, happy Wednesday, everybody. You're watching Still Toking with. My name's Leo. I'm the monkey behind the keyboard here. We have a kick-ass show for you today. And as always, Benjamin, how's it going, bud?
Yo, what's happening, everybody?
Yo.
Yo, he says. Sorry, I was silencing my phone. I forgot to do that before the show
We
started.
got a show going on here. No fiddly.
Hey. I pushed the wrong button. It's okay. It's allowed once in a while.
You're pushing my buttons.
All the time. No, man, we got a killer show. I don't even want to take up all that much time because I just really want to get into it. But I do want to say that I'm super psyched for our guest tonight. I can't take Jeff's thunder. Well, I can, but I won't.
Well, speaking of thunder, I mean, Thor's out this week.
Thunder?
So bring down the thunder, Jeff.
Bring down the thunder.
Thor.
We met this guy, what was it, 4 years ago, I think?
About three.
Yeah, it was 3 or 4 years ago.
About 3 or 4 years
made
ago.
A complete, total impression, as well as, kind of being a jackass to be funny, and it's a riot. I love this dude.
We met him.
Roger Kabler.
Yeah.
Let's bring him in. Hey, Raj.
Hey,
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How you guys doing?
We're doing excellent
well
for a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad. Hey, okay is the new great,
Right?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Good to see
But
you.
yeah,
Thanks for having me
Fantastically
on.
stupendous, right?
Oh, Jesus. You still remember that?
Sure.
Right? Something like that?
Stupendous.
Stupendously
Yes, I do.
fabulous. So, but yeah, no,
Yeah,
like
I
Jeff
was a
said,
waitress up in Vermont.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Sprinkles stupendous.
are you delayed?
He's
Am I
a little,
delayed?
Who, me?
Jeff's a little delayed.
Yeah, he is.
Am I? You want me to go out and come in?
Yeah.
My wife says that. You're a little delayed.
Yeah, go out and come in. Bye. Well, we wait for Jeff to come back. Anyways, like Jeff said, we met Roger about 3 years ago. He walked into a restaurant after a show that he had done at a con, and he basically just plopped down right at the head of the table. We were all sitting. We were like, okay, who's this guy? He picked up the comic book and totally improv'd the entire issue to the entire room. It had everybody in stitches. And we've just been amazing friends ever since. But he's here tonight to talk about his directorial debut.
Yeah.
Oh.
For an amazing movie called Being Robin. And I'm gonna stop this off while we wait for Jeff to come back and say that I actually watched it twice, but I watched it again yesterday to get it fresh in my mind. I'm talking about the movie, Jeff.
I assume that.
Okay, well, now that you're back. But I was fucking floored.
Well,
Completely floored by
Thank
this
you.
movie.
thank you.
Wasn't what I expected, but wow. I'd take my hat off, Roger, if I had one.
Thanks. Thanks a lot, Ben.
So, okay, I'm
You
done
raised
talking
the
for the
bar.
night. I'm just going to look.
Yeah. I've been following you ever since we first met you, and I've been watching all the little pieces that you release. The little teasers here and there.
Been 4 years, man.
It's been 4 years, yeah.
4 years.
And I think 2019, we actually had the pleasure of going up to Arlington.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we saw you actually perform live up in Arlington, which
Right,
was
yeah.
stupendous.
Was that the taping for the movie? Were they shooting the movie that night? Were you there for that? Because we did a shoot at the Regent, and there were 300 people in the audience, and had 5 cameras working on the
No, we were not invited to that one.
I invited everybody. You were totally. Where were you, man?
I think we were on the road.
It was a freak show without you.
Well, yeah, but I think we were on the road.
Okay.
So I can see Roger. He's scratching the side of his head, which means he just wants to release.
I'm just floored at the reaction. I'm shocked at the reaction, people's reaction to this film. I didn't know how it was going to be taken. And the psychologists are writing to me and going, "Oh my God, are you okay? What happened to you?" Well, they made a movie. What do you want? It was a real life experience. It was a spectacularly strange experience that happened with me and Robin Williams. And I had to express it in a show and then later a film. And that's basically what happened. I mean, it wasn't all puppies and rainbows either. There was some very, very weird, haunty stuff going on with me and Robin. I could talk about it, but anyway, that's basically it.
Well, you've got to watch the movie.
Yes.
To understand where he's going with this. And Leo, where can they find any type of links?
Well, you can find everything in the show notes up above or down below, depending on where you're watching or listening to us. We're also going to be playing a trailer a little later. For those,
fucking play it now and later.
Well, tell you, why don't we do this, Roger? Why don't you give a brief synopsis of the movie, and then I'll play the trailer.
Okay, so the synopsis is basically this. I originally was going to be playing a character, but it turned out I was just going to tell the truth and tell my story. And it's me. Okay, guys, it's me. I'm inhabited by the spirit of Robin Williams as what I think. I'm having this incredibly spiritual experience, or I'm delusional and I'm bipolar anyway. So it's very possible that I'm just having magical thinking that Robin Williams has come and taken over my life. It's okay. Anyway, so that's what the movie's about. It takes you through my progression through Hollywood, my crashing and coming back, and then Robin's inhabiting me and what I do about it, what happens, the struggle that I get to go through in order to accept the fact that he may be with me and asking me to help him get back to work. And that's what I do. So there it is.
Awesome. Here we go.
In the winter of 2014, I was convinced that I was possessed by the spirit of Robin Williams. I can't eat at Domino's anymore. Why? Because it gives me pizzeria. I had a remarkable experience that I can't explain. And it's breathtaking and exhilarating. I'm Robin Williams. Something goes through you.
He came back.
You could ask him what he's doing here.
What did you come here to do? Trick or treat.
Good to have you back, Robin.
Thank you.
I could feel his presence in the room.
No.
Oh, wow. Very authentic.
It's all fake.
There was nothing phony about it.
Fugazi. What's your name?
Robin Williams. What's up, my brother from a broken rubber?
This is a delusional disorder. Really? I've never seen anything like it. He was diagnosed with bipolar.
He lives through me.
I've been trying to get a hold of you. I'd like to talk to you. It's been a while.
Oh, dear puppet, I'll talk to you soon.
I couldn't stop it, and I didn't want to. We were on a mission.
What's on your mind, dear?
I guess we went through a little time warp together. And you're the reason that I came back. Because I love you. And I'll always be here. Always be here.
Wow.
If that doesn't make you want to watch the film, then
right.
All right. Yeah,
it's stupendous. Absolutely stupendous.
It still freaks me out because I miss Robin a lot, and I'm still like, and people think that's Robin. That some of those clips are Robin, and it's not. It's me. and they're worried I'm going to get sued by the family, but it's just me possessed, I guess, or whatever you call it. And I'm thank you for having me. And it is an emotional experience. I don't know what else to say. I'm trying to be funny, but it's not really working out right.
No, that's cool. Now you brought up the family. Sure that they gave you the blessings to be able to proceed with this? No.
No. I did write to them. I wrote to Zach, his eldest, Robin's son, and to his widow, Susan, and I wrote them emails saying I'm doing this as a love letter to Robin, and there isn't any footage or voice of Robin in it whatsoever. I'm respecting that law and his wish, but it is in fact a tribute, the deepest tribute that I have, because I loved him. You know, he was like my brother, and I understood him because I'm also bipolar. I have a little mental thing, and I also am a drug addict. And I have a deep empathy for Robin. And I really did feel like he came back and said, let's go back to work now. Come on. And I was like, I was out of show business. I wasn't ever setting foot. I ended up on drugs in Hollywood, and I got sober, and I couldn't go back to show business because it was killing me. And I was afraid I'd relapse. And I mean drugs. I don't mean like weed. I mean like drugs. Heroin was a gateway drug. You know what I'm saying? All right. And so I said, no, thank you. And then he just kept, grabbing me, and I felt his presence, and he was experiencing through, he would like reach out and hug my girlfriend, and I felt him feeling that. And eventually I said, who am I to say this isn't real? Who am I to say no to Robin Williams? If this is real, I need to do this. And what am I being asked to do? He asked to write a show and perform it. And I've been doing that for 8 years in his style. And there's a mission involved in it that he ultimately delivers as this older version of himself about love and humanity that comes off in the end of the movie. You saw it there in the trailer. And to me, I want to release this film now, because if I wait for a year and, we'll get some sort of a release by, some, HBO or, maybe film festivals with Laura. Look, I already won stuff. Okay. Yeah. Woo. I mean, they got this ashtray with my name on it. I don't care about that. I want to get this message out to the world, which is why I'm doing this now. And you be there. And I'm telling you, it's going to happen now. Everybody buy this film tonight. You're not buying it, you're donating. Because if I say I've been selling it, I'm going to be in big trouble with whatever distributor I get. So listen, more coffee. I get film tonight. I mean, donate $15. It's right there on the Wix site. Show them where it is, Leo. It's up there.
Yeah, in the show notes up above or down below, depending on where you're watching or listening to us.
Thank you. There's a way to get the film. I'm trying to get it out, and the reaction's been incredible. Yeah. People are getting the film, and they're writing to me and saying, "I had no idea. Are you okay?" And it's getting quite a bit of incredible response, and I just want everybody to see it. So by the time distributors, there will be a word on the street, like a little culty underground word. Like, did you see this Robin? It's the only Robin Williams film there is, and Robin's not even in it.
Which is,
I'm getting crazy foam now, so I'm going to let somebody else do it.
Well, you say Robin's not in it, but in watching the film myself, there's spots where you're thinking, holy shit,
right?
You need to like reevaluate your presence, because I mean, we're all missing Robin, but we know he's not with us, but you embody him so well, it's, you have to do a double take, because it's like, holy shit, Robin Williams is back, but it's not.
It's a little disturbing, actually.
It's disturbing. Don't be afraid. It's okay. It's only a movie.
But is it?
Yeah, it's just a movie, but it's true. It's true. It happened.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You said it's only a movie, but
yeah, it's based on what's stuff that really happened.
Things that really you felt.
Oh, there's people asking questions. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You really felt as though that Robin Williams had inhabited you, and drove you to this passion to create what you've created here. So, I see. See, folks, he even takes time to read the comments that you're commenting. So comment away.
Well, I
Ask your
don't want to
questions.
interrupt the show, but these people.
No, but that's what the show is all about.
I want to make sure we get people's questions answered, but also your questions, Ben and Jeff. We have an hour, and I just want to let you know that I have conversations with Robin today. And after we go off in the woods, and I said, Robin, you know, in November, I said, Robin, how do you like the film? He's like, it's okay. It's okay. And I was like, oh, what did I do? What happened? And I recognized that we still had a lot of work to do. And you know, a couple months ago, I said, how do you feel about it now? He says, yeah, it's coming along. Okay. And then 2 days ago, I asked him, he was much more excited about it. He said, you still got a long way to go. But I was recognizing that he felt, and it's whatever it is, part of me that's Robin, whether it's real or, you know, what I go off in the woods and rehearse, and I'd say, Robin, this one time I said, Robin, you want to rehearse? He goes, yeah, I'll take it from here. It's okay. Catch you later. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm not going with you? No, it's okay. Have fun. And I was like, what does this mean? Am I splitting into? What it means is I got to get out of the way and let Robin just run through me. And once I realized that, I was free of myself completely. And with makeup and, you know, in a wig and stuff, I could really do it. And, you know, that was what happened. But I did have conversations with him, and I did feel him experiencing things through me for quite a while.
Right.
Now, do you ever get the feeling or the sense that, you know, excuse the question, but that it's kind of like a dual personality situation that you're running into?
Oh, well,
okay.
I'm God. Well, we could do this. I'll be the hand. Yeah, make a big mouth. You can do what you want. It's your hand. Okay. Jeff Tubin, painting Jeff Tubin. I don't really know. Split person. Yes, I have conversations with him. You know, I said, one time I said, Robin, do you know how hard this is to do this show? He goes, do you know how hard it is to come back to life in your schleppy body? Muscle up, dude. Come on. And it's true. I have these conversations, but I don't know where it came from. I have no idea why this just started manifesting, but I do accept it. It's totally cool.
You know, well, love is a very powerful thing, and I think that your love for Robin is really what, you know, inspired this whole thing.
Right.
Well, the night that I had this experience where I really felt possessed was so shocking. I couldn't even really put it in the movie the way it happened. I did some version of it, but I was really taken over, and I experienced what I would say were his last moments and understanding what it was like to be Robin and lose that. And it hit me hard, you know, and even in the film, you know, I mentioned that he lost Robin Williams before we did. And when you think of it that way, it got to me, and that made me do something about this. And the movie is not so we could mourn him, but so we could celebrate him and this return in some way that he came back, you know, in this movie.
Right. So I did see.
For you duck impaired. By the way, I'd like to do a quick impression. This is Mickey Mouse waterboarding Donald Duck. You saw it here first. Tell me where Daisy is. Oh, you know, you're going to tell me everything. That was me dribbling on myself.
I was just going to say, you got yourself all wet.
I know, it's incredible. You're done now. Some people are going, you pig, you had them. Now look at you. We'll do that in slow motion for you. Hold on. Well, we ruined another shirt. Nothing will fix this show tonight. Okay. I'm just going to be here with my roll of toilet paper blowing in the breeze. Here we go. We brought this for you. Are you a good witch or a bad witch? Okay, clasp by the friendly ghost. Take it away. I'm done. didn't mean to. I had nothing planned. Nothing.
No, and that's the beauty of the show. It's unscripted, so our viewers never know really what's going to happen. And you just saw Donald Duck get waterboarded by Mickey Mouse.
I did that for my friends' kids. When the first time I did it, they thought it was great, and they didn't know that it was about torture. They just thought it was funny. So I don't know.
So we did have a question come in a few minutes ago. It just says Facebook user, so I don't know who it is, but it says, this one here. What's your favorite part of how you portray Mr. Williams?
That's a great question, and the answer is the physical. I can't really match his voice. I'm not really in that range. Not really, and I have trouble looking like him a little bit, but when I do the physical thing, it gets into my body, and I find my movements as Robin very precise. And that's the most fun part, when you feel it in your body. And that's, as an actor, that's sometimes the first thing you want to do, is you feel, let it go through you, and you feel, it. Sometimes Dork had a little bit of a cringe. He was a mime, so there was some mime kind of movements and things like that. So yeah, that's my favorite part, is the physicalizing it. He's a dancer and a mime, and he channeled characters like lightning.
Right. He always moved.
Incredible.
Right.
He also had
he was always moving.
Yeah, he was. But when he was doing serious roles, he had a stillness which I do not possess. Okay. I guess.
Thank you. It's her name.
Thank you. Love it.
Facebook user is Lisa Napert. I hope I pronounced that right. Please don't kill me. Nip hurt. Stop.
Very animated. Looked like a cartoon.
Oh boy!
Holy shit!
Now you were.
Now what do we do?
Well, you were voice acting and doing Robin skits even long before, right?
Yeah, I did some stuff for Disney, and I did Brave Little Toaster Goes to Mars, and I replaced John Lovitz as the radio. Good morning, and it's only a paper moon, this stuff, and I did a little bit of that. Thank you guys. I had a whole trip through Hollywood before all this.
Yeah, and it was a hell of a trip.
But I'll tell you one thing. I was on a lot of drugs at one point. I showed up at an audition for Disney, and I remember vaguely being in a headlock, and I don't remember if it was part of the audition or if they were showing me out. I really it was one of those days. And then I did something I didn't even remember that I had done until I got a residual check, and I'm like, I was in an elephant movie. You'd go around in a blackout and just can you come in for this? Okay, Dork. I'm sober now, but barely. I mean, who needs drugs when you have this?
Right.
Yeah. You should stay way away from those.
Way. I mean, but you did. You had a hell of a career through Hollywood.
Yeah.
From, like you said, voice acting to being on the Carol Burnett show to being the Zemer guy. The rise of stardom. But like you said, an addiction became part of your life. But you're how long have you been sober now?
19 years.
19
if you buy
years.
the film. You'll
well, if they don't buy it, you're still going to be sober because you won't have the money.
It's just a donation. You're not actually buying anything. If you donate to the film, you get the film. I got to remember to say that.
Right, but you can also donate and get an autographed DVD of it.
Autographed DVD, yes, and
is that correct?
It's a great gift.
It is.
And so I'm just saying that it's all documented. This whole rise and fall is documented in the film. It's the setup before the whole Robin thing. So thank you, man. Whoever that was, congratulations to you too for hanging in there with us. It's documented in the film. It becomes a documentary about what happened to me and some other things that happen on stage that normally people. I'll tell you one thing, guys, that was really unusual. The very first time I did stand-up, somebody had an epileptic fit in the front row of my set. I thought he was a heckler. I didn't know what was going on. He's just writhing on the floor, and I thought he was just drunk. So I kept going. And I had the whole thing on audio tape. And I took that, and I ended up putting it in the film in a special place. You can hear the sound of the guy having the seizure and the people going, oh, my God. and it's in a special place. So I've used so many elements from my career, clips from the show, clips from just various things that it's really an assemblage. It's an art film. It's an assemblage of things that have occurred over time. And I started shooting material 8 years ago. So the very first performances when I was doing Robin and goofing on the audience are in this movie. And as the movie progresses, you see the quality of the video improves. It's one of those grainy, it's not like, you know, Captain Marvel, Star Wars, like incredible effects. They're really kind of ginchy 70s, like we didn't have the money effects.
Well,
but that's part of the fun.
But what I loved about it was that it drew you in, it kept the attention, and it kept hitting you right here.
Cool.
All the time. Through the whole movie.
The emotional aspect of it was very, very powerful.
You know, you as the viewer, I was being taken from hysterically laughing my ass off to almost needing a tissue. Tissue. Yes, one of those. But I couldn't find any because you had it all.
I gotta think. Well, thank you. And people are spending time. Thank you, guys. Yes. $15 donation. It's right there on the Wix site. Leave your email address or your physical address, and we'll send you that and autographed. And tell me your name so we can put that on there. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, people are trying to. When we did the preview, I ran into this couple that I didn't know, and they said, we went home and talked about your movie for hours because they're trying to figure out what was going on with me. Is that because I was mentally ill, or because I was having some sort of miraculous spiritual experience with Robin inhabiting me? And that's really the question in the film. Did you have that experience with it at all, Ben?
I thought, yeah. I mean, when I first met you, I said, dude, this guy is fucking crazy. He is batshit crazy. But over the years, as I've gotten to know you and had conversations outside of this with you, I don't believe that you're crazy. I believe that something happened. That gave you that passion, because, like I said before, everything I saw about it was spot on.
Thank you. Jeff, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
I didn't mean to interrupt Jeff either, but I did.
Yeah, now I forget. Fuck you.
Isn't that
no, it was, you know, when you watch the film, you get that real sense of you are believing that this is really what's going on. And that is what's really going on. And, you know what I mean? And I think that as far as a standard movie goes, yeah, you're acting, but are you?
Well, it's one of those weird gray lines where I'm actually there's some scenes where they're TV news broadcasts where that I'm on being interviewed, and I'm not really comfortable because I feel like Robin wants to break out. So I started dressing up like Robin when I went on TV to do interviews. I just said, forget it. I'm just going to dress up like Robin and let Robin do the interviews, which I didn't do today because, like, okay. But I do take medication. I am afflicted with something called bipolar disorder. I'm not ashamed of it. But, you know, it's one of those things where even somebody like me can make a movie. I've been editing for 2 years. Leo walked me through a chunk of it at the beginning, like a monkey with a typewriter. Open the thing. It's a Mac. Hit go. Go. There's a go button. And then start your edit. And then I'd call Leo and go, Leo, I really don't know what I'm doing. And he said, no, you don't. We're going to share your screen and straighten your ass out. And that's, you know, that's why you got a credit on this editing thing. Because it was like 2 years. It was 2 years ago.
Who actually wrote the script, you or Robin?
What script? There's no script.
You just winged the whole thing, right?
There's a way to do a film that becomes, thank you, Lisa. There's a way to do the film where you start to live in front of the camera, and there's a scene in an institution where I just let the camera roll and whatever was going through me came out. And when I left to go get dressed, I came back and there were 3 women crying their eyes out. And I said, what's wrong? And they said, we just watched what you just shot. Because they saw me fall apart in front of the camera. And that's how I work. but it's based on research. It's based on preparing as an actor. And any scene that you see, there are some scenes, like there's a scene with the psychiatrist, it's very scripted. And some of the movie is very scripted, but like any good Scorsese movie, like they go off. Anything with Marlon Brando, Robert De Niro, they're improvising a little bit. And so it is on stage. You'll see some stand-up routines I just go off the script and go and deal with people in the audience. And to me, that makes a life on camera as opposed to recreating life. So to me, that's a fun way to make a film. And you have discoveries, things that weren't planned all the time. So in a sense, it's like a documentary, but it's a hybrid. It's kind of a mutated, I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is.
Now you say documentary. So
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you this. Is it a documentary about Roger?
I don't know. It is. I documented. So I said I burned all the bridges in Hollywood. And then there's a scene from me in a movie yelling at somebody on a phone. It's not me really yelling at them in real life, but I found a scene where I'm yelling at some Hollywood jerk and with a cigar, and I'm going, you're an asshole, and that replaces the actual thing that happened. There's a lot of patchwork in this movie where we go to different clips to represent different things that happened. Like when I go to an actual car crash, when I say I crashed and burned, there's a picture of a car that's all messed up, which happens to be the actual car I was in an accident with last year. A little dig at them. So that it is partly based on my own life, and some of it is played out right in front of you.
The scene where you got punched, is that based off of something that actually happened?
So I've done a bunch of Comic-Cons, and that's where I met you guys. And some of you guys are scary, Jeff. I mean, I didn't know anything about you. I didn't know who you were. I didn't want to cross you either because, you're a big guy and you got energy and you both guys, like I didn't, So that was based on the kind of thing that can happen. If you say the wrong thing to the wrong guy at like a Comic-Con, which is really a really kind of a weird Halloween parade. And people are really into it. And they are. LOL. They're into it. And I just came from one and I'm exhausted because I've been talking to people. One guy goes by me and goes, I'm working security. And I'm like, thank you. But I didn't know he's got some kind of weird shillelagh he's walking around with. And I was just like, that's one of those people that I really want to be cautious with because, people are medieval. I mean, they're dressed like these medieval characters. And it's one of those things. What do you think about Comic-Cons?
Well, we do a lot of them.
Yep.
And you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. And like I said, and I'm going to say it again, some things just can't be unseen. That's from Comic-Cons.
Right.
Hey, Leo, I had nothing to do with it.
Okay, we're the August and September. I think I'm busy.
Those are horror conventions.
You're busy running the media at horror conventions with us.
Well, the thing that I'm getting at is the guy in the movie thinks is got the Robin Williams thing is so complete for him. He calls me Mr. Williams, and he's disappointed. That I'm following up his fantasy by saying the wrong thing, and that's something I actually have run into at a Comic-Con.
Right.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, there's a lot of people that have a lot of love for, a lot of different types of fandom. And within Comic-Con, it's a mixture of everything, with all the different guests and vendors and everything. You're getting everybody from every walk of life. And there are some that are, a little detached from reality that, you have to
be talking about us like that. That's not nice.
Well, no. No. I mean, there are certain people that you definitely need to, kind of treat with kid gloves, and just
do and respect.
Yeah,
right.
And courtesy and yes, it's extreme Halloween to me.
Yeah, but
Right.
it's certain people that that do not pick up on certain social cues or whatnot. They can take things the wrong way, and you just need to be aware of that, cautious. Yeah.
Next time I do Comic-Con, I'm gonna go as like a young De Niro on Main Streets. D disappointed Dunsky, huh? Asshole, huh? That way I feel safe.
Yeah.
Leo, did you by any chance queue up commercials for tonight?
I did. You didn't tell me what to play.
Do Betty and I don't know. You choose the second one.
Agent, or you said Maryland's. You need to change.
Yeah, Maryland has to be changed.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you for supporting Actors and Others for Animals. We started a long, long time ago. So when you find an organization like Actors and Others for Animals, it sort of unites all of those of us who want to pay back something for all the joy we get out of animals. Please keep up the good work. Believe me, it's deeply appreciated.
We had a couple comments come in on one of the other streams that's not through this. Jeremy says, this guy honors my hero so well. Thank you for not making a mockery of Robin. And I appreciate your courage of letting us know, letting us into all parts of your life. I deal with lots of my own afflictions, and being so open about them takes a ton of courage.
Thank you very much, Jeremy, both of you. Yeah, it's a serious business.
Right.
And I'm so great you guys are doing the Betty White thing. That's awesome.
Yeah,
and,
we were blessed to be literally one of the first shows to get that commercial right after she passed away.
Yeah, I know.
And it wasn't supposed to be released, and then they said yes, and it's been an honor to be able to run it on our show. But it's an honor having you on the show.
Thank you.
I mean,
thanks for having me.
So
I get another odd question for you. Was Robin a painter as well?
No, it's one of the things he wasn't, as far as I know. He was an avid bike rider, great athlete, a dancer, a mime. His wife was a painter. Great. Susan's a great painter. But he, as far as I know, he never did anything like that. No.
Look, I didn't know if that had any influence on you, because I know that you paint.
Yeah, I do. I just started painting when I dropped out of show business because I needed something else to do. And that's that was a good living for a while. And then, when Robin passed, I started doing the show and traveling with that. And I still paint. I'm working on a children's book now, actually.
Oh, very cool.
Thanks.
Have you ever painted a snail?
Yeah. You want to see the snail?
I brought that up for a reason, folks. Like I said, I have the pleasure of talking with Roger outside of what we're doing here tonight, and he called me about this coming on the show, and he's like, I'm painting a fucking snail, and it won't sit still. And I was like, what?
Here's the fucking snail. He's really crazy looking. Those are ants. He's telling the ants where the little ant prints went. I just finished this today. It looks like
nice.
It kind of looks like a cinnamon bun, but it's a snail.
It looks like a cinnamon bun.
Hey, I didn't say I was good at what I do. It's a new one. It's now. It's a children's book. It can look like a cinnamon bun. What are those things called?
I did not realize you were working on a children's book.
I am. I've done a couple of these. This one behind me is another children's book with the pit bulls. That's one of the first one I did was about a pit bull in Park Avenue. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Cyclops snail. Yeah. Anyway,
now are these books published, or is this something you do for yourself?
No, I got paid, and I did it for myself because I enjoy that part of art where you can have fantasies.
Right.
I can make ants with little souls. Look at these little guys. They're just kind of hapless little ants coming out of the anthole, wondering if they're going to be in trouble.
They look like Martians.
It's a different expression. I know. You're right. These are not ants. They're alien ants. That's fun. How do you decompress? Oh, thank you. Good question. I live near a lake, and I do an awful lot of canoeing, and I dig in these dumps. This is part of my collection here. I'll show you. This is all my stuff. This is the stuff I find in dumps. A lot of it. And this is cool. This is a new dump I've been in. There's a little World War I guy. There's some World War I memorabilia. And this is an Air Force thing from World War II.
Oh,
wow. All just toys and you'll love this. Look at this little guy. Ah! No. I like to have him around. Anyway, it's an awful lot of fun, and that's how I decompress. I just go and dig in the dirt and walk around the woods, and I have to because bipolar is tricky.
Right.
You can't sleep. Sometimes you build popsicle sticks, cities out of popsicle sticks in the middle of the night, and it's an affliction, and it can be very creative too. And I think that's part of the point of the movie is that I've taken and harnessed what used to be a really destructive psyche and made it built something through,
Are you compulsive as well?
Yeah, that goes along with it.
Okay.
That's why I've been editing for 2 years, because even yesterday I fixed some things that weren't really working with the film that I didn't quite think were quite working. So I'll probably be working on the film for another 2 years, just tweaking. That's part of what we do. We tweak.
Right.
We need to decompress. Nice choices. Hi, Lisa. Thank you. Yeah, and there's no shame in it. And I think everybody's special. I think every single human being has some composition in them that gives them the opportunity to express something amazing.
Right.
I don't feel particularly special. I just am foolish enough to act on my impulses.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, bravo for that.
I'm free to do it. It's
right.
Poverty is a result of being impulsive, but poverty and I get along just fine. Soup it's not so bad. You put in a little cat food.
Leo, where can they find out about this great guest?
Yeah, buy the film, please.
Yeah, well, they're not buying the film; they're donating. And as a prize, you get a copy of the film
for the donation towards helping me with the cat food expenses.
Yeah, and there's links in the show notes above or below us, depending on where you're watching or listening to us. And I put it in the chat as well, a little earlier as well.
Yeah, you go to the Wix site, you'll read the director's statement. You'll see that we won a little award for at the Big Apple Film Festival. That was very cool. and you can get the movie. And I would love to send you a copy, an autographed copy. And that's the way we're distributing the film, guys. That's what's happening right now. Until the big fish
it's a
come
great
out.
way. Leo,
Yep.
let's play that trailer again for the people.
Play that funky music, Leo. In the winter of 2014, I was convinced that I was possessed by the spirit of Robin Williams.
I can't eat at Domino's anymore.
Why?
Because it gives me pizzeria.
I had a remarkable experience that I can't explain. And it's breathtaking and exhilarating. I'm Robin Williams. Something goes through you.
He came back.
You could ask him what he's doing here.
What did you come here to do?
Trick or treat.
Good to have you back, Robin.
Thank you.
I could feel his presence in the room.
No.
Oh, wow. Very authentic.
It's all fake.
There was nothing phony about it.
Fugazi. What's your name?
Robin Williams.
What's up, my brother from a broken rubber?
This is a delusional disorder. Really? I've never seen anything like it. He's diagnosed with bipolar.
He lives through me.
I've been trying to get a hold of you. I'd like to talk to you. It's been a while.
Oh, dear puppet, I'll talk to you soon.
I couldn't stop it. And I didn't want to. We were on a mission.
What's on your mind, dear?
I guess we went through a little time warp together. And you're the reason that I came back. Because I love you. And I'll always be here. Always be here.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So I really want to do some good with this film. I know it sounds a little corny, but corny's good right now.
Right.
If it gets out to people and they start to feel, this love, maybe it'll do some good.
Right.
That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm here.
I think there's a lot of people out there that need to watch this film.
Yep. Yep. Totally agree.
Honest.
Yeah. I mean, you got to try. I think that we are in difficult times. And you don't know where to start with everything that's going on. And I'm going to start right here. I put together something else called the Homegrown Peace Forum, which is just a handful of people working on solutions that how we can just start to interact better with each other, and I just want to be part of the solution. I've been on the earth for 60 years and what have I done? And, I used to run amok and do drugs and alcohol and gamble and all that. And I'm trying to make it, mend fences and make it right, make my life work. So this movie was made for that too.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I believe it's all, it's all
Sorry?
part of the process, though.
yeah.
I think all of that is all part of the process. Because not going through that, you wouldn't be who you are today. That's just how I see it.
Right.
And we don't know where all of this is going. It's like maybe we start to turn the tide on things and you never know what's going to do it. There's people out there working their asses off to improve this place, this planet we're on. And I want to help them. There's heroes out there. I don't pretend to be one, but if I do one little thing, I can get right with my life.
Right.
Anyway.
A whole bunch of people doing one little thing makes for one big impression.
Oh my God, that is so true. just get up off for a second, pick up a piece of litter. I mean, that's to me is like a big deal.
Right.
I didn't come here to preach, but I'm just saying, since we're here and I have the floor for a minute, I just want to say that.
All right, Leo, cut him off. No.
Cut him off. Right, this asshole. No, I'm sorry. We didn't mean it. We'll try again. No, but yeah, thanks for hearing me, because I think that stuff's important. And it isn't just about the funny. When you just try to be funny all the time, you're losing something in here, you know.
And I want to touch on everything you guys all just said. There's a part in the movie that really struck me. It was towards the end, and it's when you said, "I can beat your ass and I can survive, or I can help your ass and we can both survive." Very powerful. Very powerful.
Thank you.
Well, so true.
Yeah, that's the basic concept of being good to your neighbors, you know.
Right. And I'm not going to tell anybody where it was in the movie. You have to donate. I just donated and got my DVD autographed. So I think you all should too, because, you know, have you done any Patches impressions?
Is that Patch Adams? Well, I don't have the nose right now. You fix a human, you won something. I don't remember how it goes. I don't have the nose. It's in the closet with the other noses. You heal a disease, you win, you lose. You heal a person, I guarantee you win every time. I'd like to thank the Academy for giving me an Oscar the same year I did Flubber. Okay. It's not your fault. You ever disrespect my wife again, I'll freaking end you. Thank you.
So,
yes.
It's
kind of a blend, you know. It's all right, dear. Oh, this is where we go into Funky Land. Yes.
So if we're gonna go into Funky Land, let's go into Funky Land. No. And I'm gonna ask if Robin was here with us right now, what would he say about this movie? You said you've talked to him over the past few weeks, but if he was here right now, what do you think he would say about this movie?
All right, let's channel Robin. Whoa. No, don't tell him. It's okay. Don't be afraid. It's okay. No, there are moments of greatness and moments of strangeness, and that's what every movie is. I don't know what he'd say. I'm not actually sure he's with me. It's like extreme playing. You know what extreme playing is? It's when dogs get into fights because they've gone too far and somebody got nipped.
Or you get a rash.
Or you get a tushy rash. You get a diaper rash. My daughter in there. No.
Somebody get the hose. Put it on the cold water.
Look, the Chief's got his hand up. The vote was 10-9. No, it's if Robin was here, and I don't know if he is, I think the gratitude that some fool spent 4 years of their life trying to give him a memorial that's fitting, I would think he would be, you know, acknowledge that and say, thanks for trying. You should have taken it to Hollywood, schmuck. But he does like it, and he was in it. He definitely participated, but I know he wanted me to go for a bigger budget film. But we did this. And as a result, I worked so hard just to make it work for him. And I did, you know, those things are important to Robin. That the fact that I put in that workmanship meant everything, as far as I know. The results may vary, but the results so far, people have been floored, like you said. And I'm not just saying that. I'm shocked that they are watching the movie multiple times and talking about it. And that's what you hope to do.
Right.
Well, a lot of stuff happens so fast, you have to watch it multiple times.
It's very dense. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Well, I wasn't going to use the word dense, but
it applies.
Holy shit.
Oh, boy. So, yeah, for everybody
Help me look smarter. Am I looking smart? What's that?
Well, with the glasses don't help. There you go. So everybody get your copy of this thing. As soon as I'm off, I'll be on my computer, and I am going to order mine because to me that is a must-have for the collection.
Absolutely. What I'm really saying is you could be part of an underground weird beginning of something that may actually end up being fairly large, and you could say, yeah, I bought a copy before it was even released because we did this weird underground thing, and that's what this is.
Right. And if you get it now, you're going to get it before he goes in and starts fucking changing more shit in it.
Yeah. Well, the fun thing is the 250 people who donated to help make this film are all in the credits.
Right.
I had to cut it off at some point. It's like, okay, it took a long time to do that. But there's a big list of people that helped us build this film. It was a labor of love. And I'm so grateful and floored at all the people that showed up and continue to show up because they love Robin. And, you know, nobody's asked me like, dude, you're making money off of Robin. I don't have any money. This is I am so broke, but that's what I'm used to. And I didn't do it for the money. I did it for love. You know, it's much richer.
Right.
Well, and like you said, you know, there's no, you know, audio or video of Robin in this. It's all you, and it's a tribute to Robin, you know?
Big time. Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm thrilled for the light in the tunnel. You know what I mean? You go through an experience, and it's like an incredible... It helped me so much just to be able to tackle something like this and come out the other side. And I'm aged a little bit, and I look a little bit like a troll. My hair looks like it's been drinking. I know. But I've got a lot of love in my life and a lot of people that I support and a lot of people that support me. And that's what a life is. Because I took on something that's really tricky and treacherous. Like, you're doing a Robin what? And so, yeah.
Now, are you, do you feel relieved that it's finished?
Look, this was a disaster 2 years ago. I started showing the 20 minutes that I had assembled, and people were going, you get some nice looking footage, but I don't know what this is. And I buckled down about a year and a half ago. I said, damn it, I'm going to make this freaking work. And everybody, look out. And the gratitude that people are acknowledging it. I did a pre-screen, I did a screening, and we did an anonymous sort of survey, and everybody said the same thing. Your fucking film is amazing, and your sound sucks. So I had to go fix the sound, and that took about a year. The sound was just like, it was just terrible, and I didn't know anything about it, so I got to work with experts like Leo to help me fix it, and it's smoothed out quite a bit.
Well, that was a generous word, expert for Leo.
Expert Leo.
Sorry, Leo.
Leo does beautiful work. You gotta give him some cred, man.
Oh, he knows.
He does. He is an amazing person. And we're blessed. I mean, Jeff and I were blessed that he agreed 3 years ago to undertake this show with us.
Wait,
and
Wait, I
agree. Deal with us too. Yeah.
yes. Well, no, actually, you didn't agree. You were like, I'll produce the show, but I'm going to be off camera. And I'm like, oh, no, you're not. Nope. No, you're going to be right up here front and center with us because I want people to see who pushes the wrong fucking button because it isn't me.
And you get the biggest head.
Right?
No, but all you guys, I mean, I remember when we met, I remember the good vibe between us. And Ben, you did a version of the scene where I get punched, where you were the guy that punches me. We didn't
Yes.
But what a blast to have you.
Thank God that footage was like, I don't know, stolen or like wrecked in the car or whatever happened to it. But I'm glad it disappeared because I did not want to be known as the guy that punched Robin Williams. I'm just,
we'll look at it together someday.
My fucking career would have been over before it even started.
You're better off without it. Yeah, I agree.
I like Jeff and Leo and, we cherish everything past all that. The phone calls, the seeing each other in public, coming to the shows when you do your shows. Speaking of, anything lined up for the near future for people that might want to?
Well, I got some shows lined up, and I'm also doing some interviews like with the Boston Globe and the Worcester Gazette, and we'll see where that goes. I'm really pushing this boulder uphill now. I want this film to go.
Right.
I want to see it. But when you called me up the other day and you told me what was going on with you guys, I was thrilled. I was so happy to see that what we did a couple of years ago had progressed to the point where you're at now. And it's so legit and so well produced. And I love the sequences and the beginnings. Yeah, I know it's Leo. It's okay, Leo. You still have the biggest head in the thing. I can not gonna hurt you.
But if you want to see if you want
What
to see a
about
film
me?
worse than yours, go watch ours.
Film? What's your film about?
Us.
Weed smoking zombies.
Yeah, it's about
Weed
the comic
smoking
book.
zombies.
There's 2 episodes out.
Yes, they're on
I'd
YouTube.
like to see your film. Maybe you
They're
can
on.
see
Yeah,
it.
they're on YouTube.
Links are in
Okay.
the show notes up above or down below.
Yep.
I'd love to see your film.
Just close your eyes when they hit the light switch.
Some people go both ways.
There's a light switch there. I'm telling you. Behind the plant.
That bugged the hell out of me.
I know it did.
Yeah, but we talked about that, and it was left on purpose.
And Leo was the first one to pick it up and give a shit about it. But anyways, back to our
Leo,
guest.
Give a shit pond.
So
I always got the feeling you gave a shit, Leo. No matter how busy you were, you gave a shit.
Always.
I commend you for that. There should be an award.
there is. It's called the Leo Give a Shit Award.
Yeah, we send him a baby Yoda once in a while.
And a roll of toilet paper.
No, but it's true because you're so committed. Leo did a show with me for 6 episodes. I did a summer show, me jumping around, and Leo engineered and produced it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it was. And you can still see those 6 episodes, folks, on our Facebook page. On the Dorkening Facebook page. So Toking with the Dead Facebook, the Dorkening Facebook, both YouTubes, they are there, archived. Fucking amazing. But it still doesn't compare to the movie.
Thank you. Well, I'm really blessed and I'm just grateful that I had a really schlocky career. Honestly, in Hollywood, I did some stuff I'm not. You do a sitcom that fails and you're the star of it. You feel like you stepped in dog shit and tracked it into 6 million living rooms. That humiliation will take you to heroin. And that's what happened. You saw it here first, folks. It was rough and I was not proud. And yet the work wasn't bad. It was just not what I wanted. And when you start to go out and you make your own way and you make your own films and tell the stories that mean something, it's a fence mending thing. And that's what I try to do. And I did another film called Who the Hell is Bobby Roose, about an impressionist who goes mad. And there's a lot more impressions in that one. And Robin's in there. And I did that about 20 years ago. And it was the same kind of thing. It's like, what is with this guy? But it was a story I needed to tell because that's my story. I nearly went mad.
Impressions?
I couldn't get out of it.
You do impressions?
Uh-huh.
Oh, like?
I don't. I'm not going to start now because I won't be able to stop. And I just. You're going to both fucking me about it, right? I'm just not going to do it now, right? It's not cool. I love you, but no. No! I told you! Not tonight. Erica! I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. I'm doing this.
That was a no, Ben.
What? No, you get me started. It won't stop. It's going to go all night. And then the money will stop coming. It's crazy.
I love it. I love you, man. You're awesome.
Well, thank you. But it's just I love you too. I love all you guys. I'm happy to do this because I just have a need to do. I have been stuck in my house without a platform to perform. And if you're a performer and you love to perform, and there's nowhere to go. You start doing it on the street, man. So you're giving me a platform for an hour, and I could take it a little further.
Well, we gave you an hour and 8 minutes so far.
Come on, how much do you want? Oh, listen, man.
I know Leo has another show this evening. We have about 5 minutes left with this amazing gentleman down here. So get your questions and your comments in there.
I got a couple of projects in the pipes. One is it's called The Patients of Dr. Shake Shake, and I'd probably play one of the characters, about a psychiatrist who organizes a group of psychiatric patients into a talent show and the things that occur. Man. Yeah, man, it's going to be weird. And then I got another project about a 19th century con man named Isaac Edrahi that I kind of like to play. It's a real. He goes from town to town. He seduces the women and sells trinkets, and he kind of is on the run from. And it's based on a real character. And I want to just do other films that other people are doing in different characters because I got the bug to do it again, and people will let me. I got a few other things I want to do, but breathe and do some good, just along the way. And I got some paintings I really want to do. There's a lot to do.
Nice.
I also am a spiritual healer. I actually have an imaginary shaman that I work with, and he's helping me with my schleppy Jewish shoulder and visualization and stuff like that. I want to get into that. So it's not just making films. It's like all the stuff I've ever wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully I'll have time to do it.
Right.
I'm a weird dude like that. That's
Most
job.
Most definitely.
Yeah. Nothing weird about it.
But we wouldn't have you any other way.
You don't have me the other way. No, the last job I had, I was working at a rehab, and I'm sitting there cleaning ashtrays, and I'm saying, I will never, ever let myself get stuck somewhere where I wish it was somewhere else. And I kept that promise. I had to.
Right.
Why do a job that you hate? I mean,
exactly.
Weird is good. Yeah, Lisa, I agree. But I think I reach for sanity. I take pills. Sometimes I crush them and snort them, and the result is I get a dose of sanity. Wow. You never feel like this at night.
Jesus.
That's really bad.
Medication will definitely do that.
Medication. Well, you can't really do ethnicities anymore. You can't. I can only do Jewish people and middle-aged white men. And I think it's just, the jester is no longer welcome. And
sad, actually.
It's sad.
Yeah.
But I think we'll find our way through all that. There's great comedy that doesn't insult or hurt ethnicity.
Oh, did he freeze?
Did we lose him?
And I am.
There he is.
There he is.
Who's that?
Oh,
You literally froze for like 1 second. I saw an orb around your head. And it was like manifesting, and then you froze for a second. Now you're back.
We have to plunge it out. If we could just do sound effects the rest of the night, I could play my eyes. No? You like that one, Lisa?
Well, I won't ask you to play the oboe.
I could do Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. You ready? You want a dose of sanity? Walk outside, take a look, come inside every hour, and see the reality is far beyond to what you can believe. I agree with that. Oh my God, yes, they're talking behind our backs. I'm just translating. Oh, man. You know what that means? It's your hour is up, schmuck, and backwards.
Now, are you going to be posting on your Facebook page, your website about your upcoming appearances? Because I'm sure you're going to have a lot of appearances coming up.
I don't know. I'm just laying low and trying to get the movie moved. I choked Halle Berry. I think I should tell you this story. She saw me do Arsenio Hall and asked me to come and talk to her about a film about a Jewish guy and a black lady. And we're sitting there at California Pizza Kitchen with our people. And it was so nervous like I am today. I don't know how to express. So I had a dandelion salad or something hanging out of my mouth. And I started doing like a dinosaur lizard. And she starts laughing and she chokes on whatever is in her mouth. And her people come around and start doing the Heimlich remover and stuff. And that was the end of the date with Halle Berry. That's why I'm here. That's why I live in this dump. Because I really messed up my big chance with Halle Berry. Halle, I'm sorry. I was a dinosaur for a second. That's all I wanted to show you. Sorry.
Well, you dodged a bullet. I hear she wears leather.
No.
She wasn't choking. She was coughing up a fur ball.
Yeah. For anybody who didn't get the joke, she played Catwoman at one point.
I got it.
Oh, well, you just don't want to get hate mail tomorrow.
Yeah,
because of the
exactly.
show. See, I told you were a dick in the
Does
crowd.
anybody really know what time it is? Does anybody really care? I love these guys and these comments.
It's 8:18 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That means you got to
And
go.
no,
and leave?
nobody cares.
No, he was asking what time it was.
No, he said, does anybody really care?
Oh, got it.
You know. Well, that song's before
Anybody
Leo's
know
time
what
anyway.
time
so.
it is?
But yeah,
Nobody cares.
as far as our amazing guest tonight, folks, Leo, where can they find out about him?
Oh, geez, you keep on asking me.
Well,
You
I don't
forget
really,
so far.
the only thing I got going on is the movie. That's all I care about. I will do some shows. I got some things coming up, but I don't really. It's not for a while. I think I'm doing something in. I got something in Texas. Like next month, and I'm doing a library on the 25th of this month. And you don't want to see the library show. That's hi kids. I can't do my normal material.
Is that booked already?
Is it? Yeah, the library's booked. I think it's in Melbourne. The library's booked. I'm on the library. It's a library! Quiet!
I thought you were going to give him the wah, wah, wah.
I don't know. I mean, oh, that's nice. You guys talk when somebody farts. You talk over him because you're codependent. Like,
No, I run.
Do you talk over your own farts? We had fun in the movie with you. Oh, Kevin, how you doing? Sometimes when I start to let one, because I'm middle aged, and sometimes the guest gets by me, and I just have to talk a little louder when that's happening. Does anybody do that? And do you do it for your friends? And you should.
Well, personally, I just try not to fart in public because
yeah, okay.
Sometimes it's just not that.
Yeah, all right.
Better man than I am.
All right. Yeah, go on the road with this guy and then tell me that he doesn't fart in public.
Hey, Kevin Titus. Kevin Titus is saying hello.
Hello, Kevin Titus.
Welcome to the show,
Hi, Kevin
Titus.
Yeah, just the guy that gets in the elevator and then goes, oh, sorry.
Sorry. Did you? That wasn't meant for you or at you. It just happened.
Yeah,
it's okay. There's a lot of fart humor in the movie too. It's basic stuff. It's really what Robin was into as well.
Right.
He really was a lust, just sex, and there's a lot of that going on, and then then it gets real. Anyway, I love the way the show opens with all that nostalgia. It's just great.
Yeah,
Leo did a bang up job with that.
You guys really got a great show.
Yeah, Leo's an amazing producer. We love him to death, as long as he doesn't die, because then there'd be no show.
I'm keeping my medication going, so I'm good.
Good man. So on that note, though, Leo.
Yeah, we'll wrap things up. I want to remind everybody, definitely check the show notes up above or down below, depending on where you're watching or listening to us. You're going to see a link right in the very beginning. It says rogerkabler.wixsite.com being-robin.movie or -movie. Just click on the link. And if you donate $15, the reward is you get a copy of the movie. And, all the information is right on the site. I believe you have to email and just check out the site. You'll find all the information there. For me, just Google Leo Pond. You find a bunch of stuff. Could be true, could be not. I'm not going to say which is which, but I run a little thing called the Dorkening Podcast Network. We got about 40 shows on the network. There's a ton of awesome people doing a ton of awesome stuff. As a matter of fact, we just added 7 new shows to the network. You'll be learning more about those. Just head on over to thedorkening.com. Follow us on the Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. You'll learn more. And with that, Roger, where do you like people interacting with you on the socials?
Well, right now I'm going to take some tutoring on TikTok. I understand people need to get on TikTok, Instagram, and tweet. So I'm meeting with a guy tomorrow to help me tweet and TikTok. And I'm going to go on as De Niro and go, you got to see this. You really, don't know seriously. And I'll put it out on TikTok, and then they can punch the thing, and they can see that I need to start smartening up my campaign. And I started tonight with you guys. I'm learning how to do this social media thing till we get into a pandemic of selling this movie.
Nice. Donating.
But Facebook is great. It's a great way to start. I got Facebook friends. Got great. Thank you, Facebook friends. I love you dearly, and you kept me afloat all this time. When I was begging you to let me paint your dog, you did. You let me paint the dog. It was hard to get holding the tail up, and but let me paint your dog. Just a little. So you guys kept me afloat all these years, and I owe you big time. This is for you. So this is our film. You guys too.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
Roger, it has been an absolute honor.
Thank you, sir.
I'm blown away, and I'm going to be pushing the hell out of this thing.
Thank you.
Because everybody really needs to see it. I'm going to get my hard copy right after the show is done. But you're an inspiration, and I thank you for that. As far as me, just go to stilltoking.com. If you want to come see us, we're going to be out in Greenfield, Mass. this weekend at the Grumpy Cup.
Yeah.
I think they wanted us there because we're grumpy. I don't know. But this is a cannabis and barbecue competition. So come on out to Greenfield. There's information on our page all about it, where it is, what it's all about. So, yeah,
right.
Give us a follow. I'm looking forward to that. We're going to have a great weekend. And, so thank you again, Roger.
Thank you. And please, everybody, talk about the film. If you see it and you like the film, tell everybody about it. That's how we're going to do this. I don't mean to jump in like that, but I meant to say that. Don't send anybody the link, but talk about the film, and we will start to spread this thing out and spread this love. Thank you.
Nice. Benjamin.
Hell yeah. Hell of a show. Thank you, Roger, for taking time. Hang out when Leo closes out the show backstage real quick. Like Jeff said, stilltoking.com. You can find out everything you need to know about us, from the comic books to the filming series to this amazing show. All our past shows are archived on that website, so you can go back and watch all your favorites, including this one. To all our veterans and first responders, we want to thank you for doing what you do, so people like us can come up here and do what we do. Stay safe. We'll see you next week when we're out of here.
Thank you so much, you guys.